Here are the instructions for my milk carton box. So we have our two main pieces. We have our bottom pieces. Now one of them is slightly, ever so slightly smaller than the other, and I put them in contrasting colors so you can see. These are the pieces that are the matte layers for my box, which I've embossed. Okay, so I've already folded the first one. First you're going to fold and burnish all the vertical scores. So there's one here and these two tabs at the side. And then you're going to do the horizontal scores. This is the bottom of my box, the two tabs at the bottom. Middle score line. And then the top score line, which we are going to fold both ways and burnish. And now we have the tricky one. There are score lines for a triangle. And what you want to do is fold down. And then when you reach the top, sort of with your, just pinch the top so that it changes angle at the very top here. So you just want to pinch down on the score line until you reach that top and that. So that's the first one, and now the second one is much trickier. It's easier if you flip it around. You can still see the score line, and just sort of pinch it and sort of fold your box at the same time, right until the point. And then there's that straight line at the top. So this score line, you want to fold along the score line and then straight at the top. So now that they're all folded down, your box pretty much takes its shape by itself. So you pinch the top, and you have the side, like so. So I have my matte layers. I'm just going to glue them on for both pieces. So I'm just fitting my layers in between the score lines, centering them as best I can. And I'm just going to do the exact same thing for my other piece as well. So once your matting is on, you're going to want to take both pieces and put them side by side. Now you have the tabs on this one, no tabs on this one. I'm just putting glue on the tabs, making sure all those score lines match and that it's flush at the top, flush at the bottom. I'm putting glue on the other tabs and folding my box over, and it should automatically be in position. Next, you're going to stand your box up. Normally I would just reach down and do this, but I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. Is I'm putting glue on the tabs at the bottom of my box, like so. And then I'm going to stand my box upwards, making very sure that all those tabs are folding towards the inside. And I'm using my mat as a guide to make sure that my box is nice and square. And then I'm going to take the smaller of my bottoms. See, there's one that's a tiny bit smaller, so I made the black one just a smidge smaller. And I'm going to place it on the inside of my box. I'm just positioning it so it's as centered as can be. And then I'm just going with my bone folder and making sure that it's pressed down properly. And then you want to flip your box over. This is the bottom of my box. I'm putting glue on the larger of those two square pieces and just positioning it directly over the base of my box. Turn my box around again. Go in there with my bone folder and press down all that glue, making sure that I'm spreading it out. So now I'm just taking some black ribbon. And there's your box. Okay, so you know I had to do it. I had to. So here's my triangular box. I made it in a really subtle color. I'm just going to put glue on the bottom tab here. And I'm just going to put glue on my tab. And then fold that all in place. Now I just have to figure out how to make homemade tea.